Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to the garden. Today we're going to be taking a closer look at our zinnias and how to use them as cut flowers. Now zinnias are a perfect flower to grow for your first time cut flower garden. They are so easy, you can start them from seed and cutting them is relatively simple as well. The first thing I'm going to do is I am going to take a look at the zinnias that I have in bloom. Ideally, we want a zinnia that is not too young, but not too old either. A lot of young zinnias, as they just start to unfurl, you'll see them, and most of the petals will be still kind of furled up. Those are usually just a little bit too young to pick for cut flowers. They won't do as well in a vase. They might wilt a little bit, especially if it's hot. What you can do to check is you can feel just the stem underneath the flower head, and if that's a little bit soft, probably wait till it gets a little bit more mature before you pick it. Ideally, I like to wait until the zinnia flowers are completely unfurled. The petals are completely unfurled or almost completely unfurled, with the exception of maybe the middle ring if the flower is very double. I also like to take a look at those little yellow bits in the center where the bees visit. If those are nice and fresh looking, that is also a good candidate to pick as a cut flower. That just means that they haven't really started shedding a lot of pollen yet. As the flower ages, those will become more pronounced and open up real large. Depending on how long the flower's been open, they also might start to look kind of a dingy yellow color. And of course, the presence of these little yellow bits will depend on the flower and the flower types. They're definitely more pronounced on some types of zinnias than others. And in some doubles, they might not even show up at all, which are great for cut flowers. One good way to really know if the zinnia flowers are too old for cutting for a vase, I mean, you can still cut them, they just won't last as long, or they might not look as pretty as you want them to look. One of the rules I go by is if the flower has started to form a cone seed head at all, I won't cut it for cut flowers. I'll just go ahead and deadhead that flower, and I will let the plant start to branch out and make me new flowers, and just really pay attention to make sure I pick the new flowers at the right time. Just as with immature zinnia flowers, you can also know if a zinnia flower is too old by feeling that stem just underneath the flower head. If that stem feels really hollow and weak, chances are that's not going to make a good cut flower. I like to go for stems that are nice and strong there. Not only can this cause the flower head to kind of break over in a vase, but sometimes they even break while in the process of picking the flower, even if you're picking very gently. Zinnias from the yard, it really isn't rocket science, and it's all up to you. If you like when your zinnias look a certain way, you can pick them for your cut flower vase, at that time. It's all subjective. For me here in my yard, it's best to pick these early in the morning or later in the evening, just because it gets so blazing hot. I usually snip these with my garden shears and put them straight into a bucket of tap water. Just cool water, doesn't have to be cold, doesn't have to be warm. They're really not fussy. In doing this, I can arrange these and put them in the vase, and they will easily last a week as long as I am watching those water levels and making sure to replenish the water and give the flowers fresh water in the vase. These are excellent for any cut flower grower. I think they're just a great choice, and hopefully you're able to grow some really beautiful zinnias in your own cutting garden and making a lovely bouquet to give away or to enjoy yourself, to just look at and brighten up your day. That's really about it for this video. I hope that it was helpful. If it was, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell icons, get notifications for this channel, tell your friends, all that good stuff. We are trying to spread the love of growing cut flowers from seed. I hope that you are having an amazing day. I'll talk to you later. Bye guys.